Hi everyone, it's Taff. Welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Here we are, and we have upgraded to version 1.14, so we are up to the latest spec. Finally, that is, of course has been delayed because I've been waiting on Pro Mods. So Pro Mods 1.80 has been released, so I have installed that, and I've also had to install the Russian map 1.4.1, which was 1.3.1 previously, so we've had to wait for those two mods. They have been upgraded, so we are good to go. So what does that mean? That means we can, well, it means one thing: we've been reset to Dresden. That was always going to be the case, wasn't it? But we did make it to Russia last time out. We made it to Moscow, should I say. Now I've had calls to do Poland, which we might as well go through Poland, but obviously I want to do a lot more exploration of Russia. We should also have some more areas of France and a bit more of Italy, which has been populated. So we've got all this down to do, but I want to sort of concentrate on Russia and a bit of Poland. We've got Finland up there, which we haven't even touched. Wow. Okay, so we've got lots to do, We only got 29%, well, almost 30% of the map explored, but we have 237 euros. And we did say we would buy the Taff truck when we were ready. So let's try and find a Taff. There we go. Let's go to Taff. I want to get the new Taff, which has been released. So we're going to check that out. You may not like it. I might not like it. But, you know, we'll buy it. And if it's nice, then we'll upgrade it. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So this is the basic version with 410 horsepower. Okay, that's 103,000. Obviously, this was the old model look. It's got 510 horsepower. But what we want, let's have a look around the showroom. Oh, look at this, gorgeous. How much is this? 156. This is 510 brake horsepower. Do you know what? Let's purchase that. Yeah, let's purchase it. Yes. Oof. Do you want to drive your new truck? Yes. Let's get that delivered to Dresden. And we'll stick that in. And then pick your target slot. Put it there, please. Okie dokie. We will take your old one to your garage in Dresden Railway. Okay, great. Brilliant. So, here we go. This is my new Taff truck. Wow, 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 wow. You know what? It actually looks quite good in bog standard white, doesn't it? XF Euro 6. 510 brake horsepower. 3 wipers. Loving it. Loving it. Wow. Okay, that's enough. That's enough now. Move on. Nothing more to see. Stop it. Oh wow, so this is the new interior. We've got walnut dash. Look at this. Wow. Let's get it started. Ooh, that's a nice sound, wasn't it? Let's go and take her over and get us some... Listen to that engine. Wow. Let's get some, see what we can do. Moderation. So you look at paint. I kind of like it in, oh, the original. Ugh, that's horrible. If we change the orange to maybe, oh wow, that's not quite what I was intending. So we want that to be like a, I'm thinking about like a Kawasaki green. I like Kawasaki, so maybe that's a little bit bright for Kawasaki. Maybe, what do you reckon? Hideous? Yeah, it's a bit hideous, isn't it? Okay, maybe not. What can we have? Oh, actually, that looks quite nice. The blue and purple metallic look. Nah, meh. Go in the old school. Get the Halloween ones. Oh, I like that actually, the pumpkin look. That looks awesome. Sadly, we've gone past that. We had that last Christmas. Yeah, these are all quite nice. Well, there's obviously our dragon skin. We have a polar bear. We can have a screaming skull, a growling wolf, some waves, some flames, some smoke. I think smoke puffs. Yeah, magma heat, magma, flaming hot magma. So these are like, you know, truck company designs. These are like the old classic ones you had. What do you reckon? I think for now we leave it white. I quite like it white. It's got a nice clean look to it. So we could go for another truck. We could get the chassis increased. We got 80 grand. So maybe we can hold off that. We got the most powerful engine we can have at this point, and the transmission as well. Inside, what can we do? We can switch its sides, which I'm not really interested in doing. Or am I? Am I interested in doing that? No, that's probably right. For Europe, that seems fine. We'll just obviously get a number plate with Taff. Yeah, brilliant. So they know who we are. We got the number plates on there. Terrific. Do we want a bar? And on there we can put some accessories, like we want some. Oh, what's this? Thunder. Oh, yeah. We're gonna have so a couple of beacons, because you know we need a couple of beacons, and then we can have. I don't know what these sound like. Let's go for the. Ooh, I know that. Yeah. Let's get 2 thunders. And we'll leave it at that, because I'm just wasting money. I don't really know what I want to buy. So let's just get those little bits. We've got some. Yeah, it looks pretty crap actually, doesn't it? But we'll come back to that. I don't want to spend the best part of an hour, which I could do, sorting that out. So, right, let's start her up. And we're going to have to drive her about, which is not a problem. Right, we need to get ourselves a job, but before we do that, let's just pop parking brake on. Let's just hop out here and let's go and get ourselves a recruitment. So we've got a truck in Dresden. Oh no, we're in Amsterdam. Oh, I haven't done that very well at all, have I? Anyway, let's hire a driver. Who we got? We've got this load of miscreants. So, Branislaw, he's got 2. What's that? Long distance driving. I look in their eyes and I see if I trust them. Would you trust them? These do look like wanted posters, don't they? Or I also look for somebody who looks vaguely familiar. That actually looks like Lorenzo, the motorcycle. Jorge Lorenzo. No, just me. I'm sure. Okay, maybe not. I was going to say so. I'm sure we've already got him employed. That profile picture, anyway. Wow, Ronald. I'd be so worried that Ronald would have some sort of medical issues. He doesn't look the healthiest person in the world, does he? So we want someone young, fresh, and. Caitlin, what's going on with your neck? She's going to have all sorts of medical issues driving. So we could go for Boris, or Maria, or Tobias, or Enzo, or John. He's got too fragile. Or Marianne. No, I want to go for. Let's go for Jorge Lorenzo. Let's get him. You're going to be based there, mate, and you're going to have the privilege of driving my Mercedes. Brilliant. So we've got another driver on the road. We've got 70 grand. Let's get some cash coming in. Whoops, wrong one. We are in Amsterdam, which is a bit of a bind. We're even further away from where we wanted to be. But we are where we are. and we need to get moving because we've been waffling on for ages now. So where's the money? 5 grand, 5 grand. No, this is rubbish. 47 grand. Here we go. And that's going all the way up there into Sweden. That is going to be 702 miles. Wow. But it's not particularly the way we want to go. Malmo. It's not particularly the way we want to go either. Kiel is still not the way we want to go. Budapest is Hungary, isn't it? So that's more towards where we want to go. Ostrava. Going to Belarus, taking some frozen foods to Belarus. That is a long journey. 700 and... Wow, okay. Let's go back. Let's go to... Oh, wow. Right, should we go? How much is that? 12 tons. We're going to take these aircraft engines to Budapest. This will probably be a two-parter by the time it takes us to get down there. Is that what we want to do? I don't know, I keep having doubts. Yes, we're going to do it. We're going to do the aircraft engines. Sod it, it's going to take us forever, but why not, eh? Why not? I've just stalled. Let's just get comfy. Start her up, add the parking brake on. That is why I stalled. I bet not. I was going to chance it. Okay, so this is the new Taff. Quite liking it. It's just a giveaway. No, it's not in that one. Down to the end of the street. I don't know what the range is on this truck. Ooh, feels weird driving a new truck after all this time. But no, it's good. It's good. If we don't like this Taff, we'll hand it off before we do any major upgrades to it. Right, and in we go. And all the traffic in blooming Amsterdam comes out to play. Oh, cheers, matey. Give him a couple of toots. Right, LKW, here we are. And there are our aircraft engines. Yes, okay. As I say, this is going to be a mammoth road trip, so we are going to probably do this over 2 parts. Oh, I've noticed I've got... How come I've got 2 mini mirrors? I don't know where that's come from. Must have accidentally pressed the key. Is it F1 or F2 or... Come and pay do the mirrors. There we go. Right, so here we go. Aircraft. What do you reckon then, eh? Eh? Not looking bad. Okay, enough of that. Let's just get moving. Right, so first port of call is to get out of Amsterdam. We've got matey in a brand new Volvo going past. Oh, come on, look. You can't go anywhere. It's queued up. What? Okay, fine. Fine. Traffic's going to be like that. There's going to be... I'm just going to bully my way in if something else comes. We are getting in here. Yeah, oh, there's nothing coming anyway. Try not to hit the back of this builder's van. And we've missed the lights. Okay, great. That van looks very much like what you get from the Construction Simulator 2015. I must admit, I have been watching that, and I've been watching a few videos on that, and I'm kind of glad I didn't jump straight away and get it. It looks a good fun game, but yeah, it's not quite what I was hoping it would be, to be honest with you. So it may develop. but it may not. So we'll. Wow, these are the quickest lights in the world. So we'll see after how. Have to see how Construction Simulator goes. At the moment, I've got no plans to purchase it, but you know, things might change, and we may get another look. Maybe if it's got some development and some DLC, but so far so good. I'm not that worried about it. Go! Come on! You're the slowest builder I've ever seen. Let's just reset the track IR. That's better. I looked like I was on a bit of an angle, and indeed I was. And I'm revving the guts at this poor little truck, so I'm going to have to get used to its steering characteristics and its engine compared to the old Mercedes one. It's quite. Just get myself in the mood for a bit of trucking this evening. I'm recording this on the 27th, Thursday evening. Thanksgiving to all the people in America. So if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a lovely time. And tonight is the final of the Ice Road Chucking series, so I'm quite looking forward to that as well. It looks pretty good. What's that? Speeding offence. Terrific. What a start to the day. Wow, that's just going to put me in a fantastic mood. 8 o'clock, well, 8:56 on a Monday morning, and there, boom. Speeding ticket. Wow. And it's starting to rain. Oh, the day's just getting better and better and better. We better put some wipers on before. Oh, look at this, our tri-wipers. Put some side lights on as well before the road and the light police get us. I'm quite impressed with this truck's performance so far. It's tootling along very nicely. Yeah, let's put full lights on. What gear am I in? 11th. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I've just realised those engines got quite an overhang, haven't they? So, yeah. Right, rejigging just to get a bit more comfortable. So, how has everyone been? As I said, happy Thanksgiving to all of those. It's going to be a bit late by the time you see this video, but, you know, at the time it's relevant. So, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And I hope you're having a great week if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving. And yeah. In general, I hope things are going well. Now, you may have noticed that things have been a little bit crazy for me the last week or two, I guess. You might have seen the Twitch streams last weekend were cancelled, and that's due to a number of reasons. One, there was two technical reasons, and there was one obviously personal reason why things weren't really happening. And I'll sort of explain a little bit of what's been going on. So, from a technical point of view, I've had DSL issues. BT, British Telecom, that is, continue to say, "Oh, there's no issues." Although I can see now, there's definitely errors on the line because my router has reset its profile from 30 down to 22 down. So and the router will. BT haven't throttled me. Don't make that mistake. But what it is the router will keep an eye on the quality of the line and the service, and if it sees errors, it will reduce the profile, the bandwidth profile, to maintain stability. So that's what's happened. So I know there's errors on the line because I've lost 8 megabyte down and about a meg upload. But BT are doing tests and they keep saying no, it's clean. It's absolutely clean, but it doesn't really help me in this game. So all I can do is continue to do that and get them to investigate again and again and again. They've reset the router, so now you have to wait for 10 days for stability, and then we'll take another reading. So this is day 3 or 4. Oh, it's frustrating. It's absolutely frustrating. But there's not much I can do, sadly, except complain. So I will do that, but we'll see how we go. So that was one of the technical issues, and we are attempting to stream this weekend. I don't know how that's going to go. I still have 22 meg down and 3.5 meg up, so I should still be able to, you know, that is, well, it's not what I should be getting, it's not what I pay for, it's still good enough to be able, as long as it's stable, to be able to do YouTube and do the Twitch streaming as well. So fingers crossed there, we will get somewhere and we'll have a decent result nonetheless. Income 2,486 from Jana. Fantastico, well done Jana. Wait, see if there's any, no, is that just that? Just that one, okay. The other technical issue was with my streaming recording PC. I purchased a AVerMedia U3 Extreme capture card, which can capture 1080p at 60 frames per second. However, the PC, my streaming PC, uses an AMD processor. It's an FX 8350, I think it is. So it's an 8-core AMD 50, but the motherboard is an Asus, and for some reason, I mentioned this last time, the USB 3 wasn't really working with that chipset, so I had to do a number of BIOS upgrades, and then the PC had a few issues, so then I had to uninstall everything, and I installed it with version Windows 8.1 because that had more compatible USB drivers with the Microsoft generic extending I don't know, the host file anyway, which should have improved stability and all that kind of thing. Yeah, it hasn't really worked, to be honest with you, so I'm still playing around with that to try and get that to work. So yes, I did do a PC rebuild in the middle of that, which was also the second technical issue, because obviously then I had to do all the software. All the software needs to be installed as well. And let's beat that truck out. So we beat that. We beat that truck out, but he must have probably anchored on his brakes. He was coming a little bit faster, and I took that decision a little bit later than I was planning. Now, there's a stop up here, so we might as well do the stop, because we do need some sleep. We need some sleep in an hour. Whoops. My keyboard's a little bit far away for me to actually grab. Now, there seemed to be some confusion on last week's video where somebody thought I was using a Microsoft controller to do this. No, I am using a G25, Logitech G25 wheel, gear stick, pedals to do the truck driving, and also I have a track IR to do the head movement and stuff. This is a bit tight. It's just, oh god, just got through there. Okay, let's park her up, and we'll get some kit by the side of the road here in the garage. Right, I'll see you in the morning. I said morning, it's actually 10 to 8 in the afternoon, of course, but hey, still raining. Still raining. Right, so let's get back on the road, let's start earning some money. Can't see anything, so let's just go. Okay, yeah, so I touched on the two technical reasons why things have been a little bit disjointed with videos. You might have seen videos come out in sequence. You think, oh, where's my favourite video? That hasn't been, hasn't come around in its usual sequence. Yeah, because I've had to do the PC rebuild and certain issues, I haven't had the time to record everything. So things that are already being recorded, edited and rendered and they're in the can have been uploaded and published for your viewing pleasure, because that's all I had on me at the time. Now, from a personal level, I had a number of issues going on with the family. Basically, one of my cousin has received some very bad news.
So yeah, wow, what to say? Yeah, so basically it's a little bit surreal for the family, to be honest with you. Yeah, so she's been told they identified she had a cough, and they identified that there was a growth in her lung. So then she went for tests, and they said, oh, it's a form of cancer, but don't worry, you can have chemo for that, and we'll get rid of it. So that was 6 weeks ago. She was told that. So then she went for her preliminary tests and started her chemo, and then they did some more tests, and then they found that she had tumours in her spine, in her brain, and also in her hip. And the experts have now said she'll be lucky to make Christmas. So obviously that's been a bit of a shock for the family. And not only that, she's pregnant. And she has a little girl of just under a year. So what we've been doing, the family being obviously running around doing all the things, trying to get all the stuff done before she sadly leaves us. So things like christenings and that kind of thing. And yeah, so that's why I've been all over the place with the family's got to come first in every situation. So you got to do these family things. So that is why I haven't been here. Comments probably haven't been answered as regularly as usual, and I've probably been a bit distant. Nothing to worry about. It's just life throwing a tricky hand at the moment, but I'm sure things will be things are going to get better. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. Things will start to pick up sooner or later. So yeah, that's pretty much why I've probably been a bit distant and not really involved a lot recently. But yeah, planning to get back on it now. So we've got some streams coming up this weekend, which I'm really looking forward to. We've just had 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die Alpha 10 has landed, which is the Apocalypse. They named it the Apocalypse patch, and yes, it's wow! What a game changer! What a game changer! I thought that lane was actually going to disappear. It is. Okay, fine. I am in the right lane. Yes, so Alpha 10, 7 Days to Die is such a game changer. You've got wellness, you've got the map will now heat up if you do kills and activity in certain areas, and that will trigger scouts in the form of spider zombies. And if they can call in hordes, oh, it's going to be amazing. So goodbye to our old stilt base, which myself, whoa, a kick to the head, Miss Trillian and Hitman82 have been building over the last few weeks. And hello to this week's stream, where we're going to start afresh on Alpha 10 and see how we go. So it could be new base building, new ideas. We'll have to see how obviously the map generates to see what our best options are. But yeah, looking forward to that. That should be a good laugh. So that's going to actually be tomorrow night. So that's actually going to be before this video goes live, which is going to be a bit weird. So yeah, you may have already seen it and seen how good or how badly we get on. But yeah, that's quite good. So that leads us nicely on to 7 Days to Die. I just started the Alpha 10 series, so that video went out earlier this week. It's got a positive response as well, so that's pretty cool. We'll get more of that, and hopefully we'll be able to explore some of the fun stuff on that one. If you're just starting out on this 7 Days to Die game, then I tell you what, a kick to the head has done a good little thing all about food and what, basically a little experiment to see which foods are the best, what resources compared to its stats, and what hydration and fullness stats it offers. So yeah, that's quite a good little thing over in his videos. So go and check that out if you're interested, or you're just learning the 7 Days to Die way to survive, as it were. Survival tips, head over there. That is a good little video. I did enjoy that. But yes, we'll be continuing with our 7 Days to Die, which is pretty cool. What else? As we're talking about the survival games, so let's stay on the survival games. I don't know why I went into that lane. That was a bad move. Other survival games is The Forest. Yes, so I've got another video in the can already to publish on The Forest, but
episode 3. I'm actually going to do some recording on that tonight after this video, in fact, because the version is still the same, so I'm going to have to do some more not have to, but it's the perfect time to jump on there before they update it, and I have to restart again. Oh goodness me. So yeah, we got made some good progress on that one. Lots of new developments and progress and mechanics have been added, and content, should I say, has been added to the forest, which is pretty cool. Still a bit buggy. They've introduced some co-op play, which is great, but again, a bit buggy. But yeah, it's still growing. It's an early access, so what do you expect? A lot of these games are early access, so you know, you take it with a pinch of salt if you get a bug. But yeah, no, it's coming on nicely. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, that's a good game. I do enjoy that one. There's been a lot of updates now for The Long Dark. I'm not currently doing a series on that, but I will be doing another series sooner or later. And there's been, as I said, there's been about 3 updates this week, or in the last week anyway. So that's quite interesting. So we'll see how that goes, and obviously I look forward to jumping back on that one once the forest comes to an end. Ooh. Thought the truck was sliding in, but it's not. It's fine. So that's pretty cool. Euro Truck Simulator. I would say we took the poll a couple of weeks ago, and you were saying, well, you know, I'd prefer to keep it as it is. You don't want any fancy or showcases or anything like that. Just keep it as it is. Do the channel vlogs, as it were, and yeah, people for some reason like to have this in the background while they're doing something, listening to me yabbering on about nothing indeed. So, well, hello to you guys. So yeah, Euro Trucker will continue. Gives me a good chance, to say, to do the updates, and it's a nice relaxing video as well. When the mods work, oh my goodness, yes, the mods can be a pain. I'm no expert, so don't ask me, but there's loads of advice on the mod websites as well, so that's always the best place to ask. So we'll continue on this. As I say, we've got version 1.14 currently. We've got the latest Pro mods, which is 1.8, and we've got the Russian map 1.4.1. Now, there has been rumours that there are some invisible walls. I hope that's not the case. But there probably are 1 or 2 invisible walls around the place. Obviously, we have fallen afoul of them in the past. But we'll continue, and we'll bravely soldier on and hope to God we don't actually run into any of those. One of the things, you can let me know if there's anything you'd particularly like the truck painted with. Now, one of the things which is worth noting is that they are giving away free DLC truck paint. This is SCS, by the way. All you have to do is head over to well, basically, if you head over to the World of Trucks website, log it in, register your truck, your profile with that, and then you can upload some pictures. Basically, fill out your profile, upload the pictures, 6 pictures I think it is, get people to like it. Boom! Straight away, you'll get some free DLC paint jobs, which is pretty cool. So yeah, worth doing it. Obviously, they look like they're going to be Christmas-related paint jobs, but hey, paint jobs are paint jobs, so we might get one of those. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on what you'd like to see this Taff painted as. I quite like it white, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'll if you want me to paint it, throw out some suggestions. If not, I'll probably just spend an hour off screen painting it and doing some stuff. Yeah, but if you have any pressing thoughts, then please let me know in the section below. American Trucker, I think 13th of February is the latest I have heard that is going to be available. So 13th of February 2015, US Trucking Sim. Can't wait for that. The fog seems to be clearing. Is that a speed camera? I think that was, wasn't it? I was only doing 55, so I think we're okay. We want to go straight here. Very quiet road, isn't it? Just me. It's the loneliest road in the world. Whoops.
Let's do that. Oh, stop raining. We can put our tri-wiper configuration off. Ah, here comes the car now. Typical, as soon as I put my main beam on, here he comes. Switch it off. There we go. So, looking forward to American Trucker as well. Let's say, only God, what are we now? 12 weeks away, something like that. Oh, less than that, probably less than that. So that's quite exciting. So we'll continue to do this as we have been doing. I have had requests to check out Poland, which we will do. Obviously there's a lot more of that Russian map to check out, which we will do. There's all the rest of Europe. We've got Finland we haven't touched. We've got all the rest of Scandinavia we barely touched. You've got some things in the UK we haven't touched. Lots of France. A lot of Italy we haven't touched. So yeah, we've got loads of things to still keep us occupied, which would be pretty cool. And yeah, so we'll keep moseying on as we do. In other news, obviously I have started the Isle Stormovik series. Now I was going to do Cliffs of Dover, but as it's the winter months and Battle of Stalingrad has just been released, I thought, well, let's jump on that, do the Battle of Stalingrad, and we can always come back in later next year to do a bit of Cliffs of Dover, because the Team Fusion guys are continuing to develop Cliffs of Dover, and it's looking amazingly good. Amazingly good. What they're currently working on, well, one of the things they currently work on, along with a million other things, is they are bringing the British Wellington bomber as a playable aircraft with full 3D cockpit and everything. Oh my goodness, that is going to be so much fun. Jumping on the Wellington. Oh yes. Oh yes. I can't wait. Now, depending on which version of the Wellington they go for, obviously that will be pilot, engineer, because RAF bombers didn't have co-pilots. They tended to have a flight engineer who had basic flight skills as well, who could jump on should the pilot be injured. RAF thinking was, well, if the pilot's been hit by a flak burst, the chances are it's going to take out the co-pilot as well. Obviously, there's pros and cons to that. You know, there's all sorts of scenarios which could happen, but that was, I think that was their thinking anyway. But also the Wellington, I think if they use the Mark 1, it has the front nose turret, it has the tail turret, but it also has waist gunners, which should be quite exciting. So that should be quite fun to jump on the old Wellington bomber and taking that for a few missions. I can guarantee there'll be so much hype and hysteria around that there'll be campaigns being written for it, so we can do a campaign as a Wellington pilot or Wellington crew. That should be quite exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. But anyway, that's to come next year. As I said, we're doing Cliffs of... No, we're not. We're doing Battle of Stalingrad at the moment, which is, I'm starting to learn. Oh my goodness, there's so much to learn. It's similar to Cliffs of Dover, but vastly different at the same time, if that makes sense. There's similarities, but some of the things that you kind of take for granted are completely different. The flight models feel completely different. So that's something to get used to. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've done a Stuka mission so far, a JU-87, which was successful to a point. We did survive. We had to bail out, but we did survive. And then I've just done a mission in a Lag 3 on the Russian side. It wasn't quite as successful. We got a kill, well, half a kill, and then we were killed. So yeah, swings and roundabouts. Really, it wasn't the best time. But yeah, we got a lot to learn. Now everyone's asking me to do bomber missions because they can see I am no dogfighter, which is absolutely fine. I prefer flying the bombers. I just need to find some missions for the bombers, because in the missions themselves, obviously you've got the campaign, but you've also got missions. There isn't many I can see for the bombers. Obviously there's some Russian ones in there to fly the Stormovik, but I want to obviously fly the Heinkel. And now I think they're obviously in the campaign you can do that, but I'll have to have a play around. We might have to start the actual campaign
to see what aircraft it offers up. Now, depending on how that goes, and depending on the updates, and depending if they bring out other campaigns, I may also purchase the Focke-Wulf 190, because that's a beautiful aircraft, and it's $14.99 though. I'm hoping it's on sale in the Steam August sale. If you didn't know, yesterday the 26th Steam sale started. Again, I think it's till December the 2nd. I must admit, I haven't been that impressed with the Steam sale. There's some 75% off, but you know, not as good as what we've seen in the past. And bearing in mind, we're going to have the Christmas sale, Steam sale as well. So I wouldn't buy anything on Steam unless it's on sale. If it's not on sale this sale, it'll probably be on sale in a month's time. That's all I'm saying. So I'd hang fire if I was going to buy anything, to be honest with you, if I were you. But you know, I can't tell you how to spend your money if that's what you want to do. But I would always recommend at this point of the year, just wait for it. It'll be on a sale sooner or later, and if not, you're not lost anything. So yes, Battle of Stalingrad, we'll continue with that, see how we go. I might do a few more missions and then we'll get stuck into that campaign. Just still trying to, I'm basically still doing the learning curve, to be honest with you. I want to learn how to do the, there's no obvious way of doing the flight recorder, the in-house flight recorder, so then I can do some nice flight images and that kind of stuff. But I'll get the hang of it, don't you worry. Don't you worry, I'll get on top of it. So that's that. Obviously, Cliffs of Dover already mentioned. There's going to be loads of things coming up in the new year, so we'll probably leave it to there so we can have the full amount of fun with that then. And we also have B-17. B-17 is going really well. We are almost to the end of the squadron campaign. Now, reading, it should be 30 missions, but I think I've just clocked 30 missions, and we're still going. So I think it's going to be 30 successful missions. So, how many unsuccessful missions have we had? That's a question, isn't it? That's a question and a half. It may be 2 or 3, so there may be a couple more missions in there. I'll probably then keep going until we finally hit the end. If we get to, you know, another 5 missions and we still haven't hit the end, I'll probably just call it there, and then we can always pick it up later. Because we've got some submarine U-boat patrols to do in Silent Hunter 5. I know people are, you know, waiting in anticipation for that to start up, so we have to give it, you know, give it its due. If it's not ready, and if it's not ready to finish in a couple of weeks, then maybe move on to Silent Hunter 5, which would be cool. Looking forward to that. It's probably going to be Christmas at this rate, but hey ho, we'll see how it goes. And then we got the farming game. So Farming Sim 15, we'll continue on that. We've finally started the forestry, which is starting to bring in a bit of money, which is pretty cool. Desperately waiting for a decent map, because I'm bored. I must admit, I am bored with the default maps, and the maps that have come onto the modding sites so far have not impressed me one bit. So I'm going to hang fire. I'm not going to jump onto one of these early maps and wait for something decent to come along and fully enjoy it, which should be good. So Farming Sim 15 will continue. We might do some more live streams of it as well, although, you know, it's kind of feel like, you know, the live streams that we've got nothing new to show. We can't really develop anymore, which is a bit of a shame, unless mods start coming out, and then we can do some mods and that kind of thing. But until then, you know, I don't know if we're going to hold off with the live streams. We'll see where it goes. I haven't really got a planned structure in my head at this point. Things have been up in the air, as I've already explained, so we'll just have to see how it goes. This weekend, we're probably just going to be doing 7 Days to Die. I am looking out for some new games to do as well, so I just don't want to be doing the same game over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Oh, I'm in the hard shoulder. Yes, I am. I'm in the hard shoulder. Never mind. This truck's a nice truck, isn't it? Yeah, it cruises really well. Quite impressed. Yeah, quite impressed. Yes, so that's what was I saying? Was that B17 I was just touching on? Or was that farm? No, we've gone to the farming, hadn't we? Farm Sim 13 in Glenmalure is continuing to go strong, which is pretty cool. Still enjoying that, and so we'll continue with that unless until a point where we decide it's probably time to call it a day. At the moment, I'm really enjoying it, so there's no real need to. If it comes out on Farm Sim 15, as I already mentioned, then we'll potentially close Farm Sim 13 down, and we'll just stick with Farm Sim 15. Agricultural Simulator, I need to get a video recorded. It's been a while, but I've already explained the issues we've been having. That will continue until it crashes, which could be next week, could be after Christmas, who knows. It may not crash. It will crash. It will crash. UIG produced it, so it will crash. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So that's that. I think that's pretty much all we do. Oh no, we do Far Sky, the underwater building type thing. That's going quite well. I haven't done a video for ages, but I can easily bash out a video for that. And we've also got city car driving. Now there's been mixed response, and I can kind of understand why. But you know, hey ho, it is what it is. I'm going to still have a bit more fun with it. Going to do a mini series. It's not going to be long, and we'll see where we go. It's quite nice to just get games where you can use the wheel pedals and the gear stick properly in like a proper simulation. So, yep, that should be fun. So we'll be doing some more of that. Get up to the top ends, and then we'll go on the free roam, do some driving around the city, get up to a bit of mischief as well, see how many points we can rack up, and see how much carnage we can do. And generally have a nuisance, or make a nuisance of ourselves. That should be quite fun. But yeah, so that's what we got to do. We've got other games we could potentially have a look at, like OMSI and loads of other games. I did a showcase video on European Ship Simulator, which went down quite well. So there's only 3 missions at the moment. So I will get those 3 missions done. I know I've failed one already, but I have been asked to do that properly, or at least try and complete it. So I will do. I'll probably do the other 2 first and then come back to that one and try and finish it, which should be good. And obviously with the more development, I would expect probably more missions and more tasks to come into that game as development continues, and we can have some fun with it. Whoa, that just dives off there. We don't want to go down there. And how long do we need to sleep? 3 hours 45 minutes. Okay, so we've been going for quite some time. I'm just going to pop in here to grab ourselves a snack and a cup of tea, and we might as well fill up as we're here. Even though we don't really need any fuel, but we will fill up anyway. So I'm probably going to leave it there for this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to obviously continue the journey now and record part 2 of this journey, and that can be the second episode. I'll probably pump these out on the same day, so don't worry. Or one day, then the following video will be on the next day. It won't be a week apart. Don't worry about that. But there we go. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Thoughts and comments, please leave in the section below, and I'll continue part 2 of the journey right now. So I'll see you in a bit.